First of all, you're back out there. How did you feel today at practice? No big deal?
Yeah, no, it was fine. Feel good. Get my body right. Miss being out there with the guys, but it's fun. Excited challenge for this week, man. I can't wait to go spin again with these guys.
November football, you're midway through the season. How pivotal is this game to try to climb back toward 500?
Yeah, very pivotal, man. I think for us, we have to win this one. A division game, obviously, man. But like I said, it all starts with us. I thought the preparation Wednesday and Thursday was really good. Everybody's locked in, everybody's dialed in. We just got to go out there and execute and have fun.
They added a new receiver this week. What do you think about how that changes their offense, and what do you think it will do for them?
Yeah, fast guy, very good in space, good athlete. Like I said, I think it's going to come back to us as a team, especially as a defense, really just locking in, playing the techniques our coach tells us to, so we can go out and execute the fundamentals.
Matt talks about making that one extra play. Like you can do so well the whole game, but making that one extra play. How do you guys focus and how do you accomplish that?
Yeah, it's just like in the game of football, it's just like how much more can you be locked in and focused on your job? And when he says that, I think this is just a perfect example of that. Like how much more focus can I have to be locked in on that one play, that if it is that big play, that I'm on my job, that I'm executing like that. And I think he's been doing a really good job with us, man, of making sure that everybody's locked in, detailed in their preparation, so when those big plays come, you can make that big play.
Some of your teammates have talked about if they don't score any points, you're not going to lose. Is that kind of the thought, the mentality, like 0 is the standard?
Yeah, I feel like any defense around the league or any defense in general, like that's always to put a donut on the board. And for us, that's the standard here. You know what I'm saying? So we keep going out, fighting, executing on both sides of the ball, man. We're a really great football team.
Different side of the ball, but just the faith that you have in Davis to go out there and do what needs to be done.
Yeah, of course. Coach showed some clips of him today in the ball meeting, him slinging that thing to Nico. Like, they already got the connection, so I'm excited to go see it, man. But Davis doing a really good job of preparing, man. The guys are rallying behind him. We're rallying behind him, man. And I can't wait to go see him ball out on Sunday.
Well, the past two matchups with you guys, the Texans and Jaguars, been a little bit of animosity. Trevor said that these two teams don't like each other. Do you feel that's kind of accurate?
Yeah, we're focused on us, honestly. I think it's about us in this building, and it's about how we go out there and play, how we go out there and execute, and how we go out there and be the best versions of ourselves and best players of ourselves and try to get the outcome that we want.
In those moments, like, it's play-by-play, but obviously as you get later in the game, depending on the situation, whatever might come up, you just want to find a way to win. So regardless of what it requires, or how you got to this point where it's a single score ball game and you're winning, or maybe you're losing, whatever the situation is, you just got to find a way to finish the game. So I think it's just chipping away at doing your job, and just whatever it takes, however it happens, just finding a way to actually get it.
They're one of the more successful running teams in the NFL this season. They ran it like over 40 times against the Raiders. What are some of the keys in down there today?
Just obviously, you got to build a wall. Coach talks about that a lot. When you see the defense's numbers on the film, that's a good down. But when you see a whole bunch of guys with their kind of shoulders turned and you're kind of facing towards the sideline, you can't get that kind of knockback from the first and second half. I know it's always just a big thing.
Aziz, is this I know it's a divisional game, but would you call it a rivalry? And if so, why? How would you describe the tenor of the fight?
The division games always mean more in general, so rivalry, I don't know. But divisional game it always means more because it's a team that you play twice a year. You're gonna see them. It's just more like familiarity with them, and obviously you got to play them twice. I guess you could say that's what it is. That's fine. But I don't see it any different. But you do understand that a division game holds more weight because of the situations and things like that.
Matt also talked about disrupting their quick passing game. He thinks Lawrence is at his best when he's able to do that, find targets quickly and pass. Or maybe a key or two to disrupting some of that.
Oh yeah, I feel like you just got to try to take away his first read. So just guys actually being on their man and being tight in their coverage for us in the back end, just giving the D-line a chance to be able to get it. Just trying to make sure we play them tight.
Aziz, what are some of the difficulties in going up against a team who adds a player like they did at Jacoby Myers, bringing him over from the Raiders, wide receiver? Someone that you all haven't seen before playing with Trevor Lawrence. The only tape you have is from his time with the Raiders.
Oh yeah, I think just the type of player that Jacoby is. Just obviously around the league. He was one of the guys guys that I think it was the year prior or the year before where he had like 100 catches or whatever it was, like no drops. And so, you know he's a reliable guy. You study as much as you can, but try to see where he may fit in, what they try to do, like what type of guys he can be. He's going to take that Travis Hunter role. You know, you just never know. You can't like overly game plan for one person in a situation like that. You just got to play with what they already showed you.
Aziz Matt Burke was saying it'll take multiple guys to fill in for the void that's been created with Jalen Petrie concussed. How do you guys go about kind of replacing some of the things he does?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Jalen is one of our key players, on the team, but especially obviously our defense. And it's tough. He has things that he does that, whether it's the timing of his blitz or his disguises and stuff that he's worked for over the last 5 years of his career, or whatever it is now. His career now, training, working. So there's going to be certain things that are just not the same. But when you talk about the guys in our field, Miles has played a whole bunch of football. This is 6th year now, in the 5th year of the league. He's played a whole bunch of ball, and the guys that are also behind him as well. We just got to all work together, make sure we're communicating on the same page.
I think with Davis' locker being right next to you,
Game for you guys. You're at a kind of a tough stage of the season here and meaningful football in November. What do you feel like you guys need to do to get back on a winning track and try to fight to 500?
Just win. It's not simple. Finish games. I feel like we haven't played true complimentary football yet. Close, but close don't get you a W. So obviously, it's just staying the course and just being coachable and being able to execute what's called.
Is it a feisty kind of rivalry with the Jaguars? How would you characterize these games with Jacksonville?
I wouldn't call it feisty. I mean, they know what we on, and we know they're gonna try to run the ball, but we ready for that too. I wouldn't call it a rivalry, but they're a tough team. They try to have somewhat of a physical identity, so we're not worried about none of that. But I wouldn't call it a rivalry game.
With so many guys injured, do you guys take that as a challenge for everybody that is going to fill in around them, and for you guys that are already out there to pick the team up?
I mean, this is the NFL. Next person up. Everybody got to be able to fall into the standard, and everybody got to be able to do their job at a high level. So, regardless of who's out there, regardless of who plays, do your job.
But if it's finding complimentary football or that one extra play, is there anything that stands out to you kind of going through what you guys have done defensively, because you've done so much so well?
And there's still way more we can do as a unit. I would say more, getting our blocks a little better, getting a little more knockback, adding a little more pressure, getting a little more pressure up the middle and with the inside guys, But other than that, it's just one or two plays that we got to just continue to execute, or we got to dig a little deeper.
Having said that, I kind of want to get your reaction to the stat. You guys have 3 of the 6 games in which quarterbacks have been held to the lowest completion percentage, yet that team is the one that ended up winning. So like Denver, the Jaguars game, and the Seattle game, you guys held them to low completion percentages, but still they ended up pulling out the win. Just what's your reaction to hearing that you guys play so well on defense and still?
We got a high standard on this defense. Even when it's good, it's not good enough, and even when something is elite, it's not good elite enough. So we all got you know, we don't look at that as a stat. You know, we look at it as okay, we won sacks and TFLs and we won tackles and turnovers and swarm. That's what we care about. You know, when we keep doing is it's going to keep happening. But you know, like as far as affecting quarterbacks, that's what we do. You know, we got to experience D line, we got to experience defense. You know, everybody doing their job. You know, it's going to be hard for teams to do what they want to do.